Good morning, evening, friends. I'm your friendly announcer, and I've got some serious news to pass on to everybody. And what I'm about to say, oh Lord, could mean the world's disaster. I'm gonna stop it right there, because y'all know the rest. I want to do this program because it's very important. Not only did I tell one of the subs that I would do it, I'm sorry, honey, I can't remember your name at this point, but it's very important that I bring the other half of the conversation of pedophilia. And I didn't talk about males and how many young boys are being molested and raped. Um, and I think it's very important to give a balance, okay? Because we have to have that order, balance, and harmony. Those are the three elements that gotta rule us, right? But let's go here. I want to say this first and foremost. I am not insensitive to people with mental illnesses and things like that, contrary to what a lot of y'all think, because the name of the channel is The Mental House. I respect especially those who put in the work to what for whatever their proclivity or whatever their weaknesses is, and they put in the work to work on bettering themselves every day. I got nothing but love for you and respect, because trust me, I got my own. Okay, and life is full of those type of challenges. Certainly not these type I have, and I hope that none of you have this, because I really feel sorry for a pedophile. I mean, really, because as an adult, I couldn't, think of anything that would be much sadder and just more diabolical than to have a proclivity to want to fuck children. So when I say I feel sorry for you, I feel sorry for you because you are fucked up and you need to get dealt with. Because I have zero tolerance. Let me make that clear. I have zero tolerance for adults raping children, male or female. It just so happened that on that particular conversation, I was focusing on girls. But I know it must be a living hell. It must be a living hell to have a proclivity to want to um, have sex with a child. However, I don't want to hear the excuses when it comes to raping children. My concern is for the children. Okay? So, I want to get that out the way first and foremost. I live, and where I live, they call it the pimp capital of America. Because they snatch girls off the streets here, from as 11, as young as 11 and 10, uh, traffic them for sex. Trafficking of young girls and children is not a new business. It just so happens that the city that I live in, which was always known for big pimping, it was always known for pimping. Uh, and now what I'm saying is, we have been given the moniker of the pimp capital of America, because they like snatching off the girls, little girls off the streets, like I said, sometimes 10 and 11 years old, maybe even younger, and turn them into a life of prostitution. And when they get done with them, they discard them, kill them. This is what we're dealing with in society. Boys get raped as children. And let me tell you something. Boys get raped by men as well as women. A lot of men that have been raped as children by grown women, let's say, a lot of these men have grown to be perpetrators of crime against women. and of society in general. Nobody wants to go in and do that type of work. Okay, because see, when you start messing with people's body, and when you start, and usually when this stuff start happening, it's usually like around the age of 4 or 5 or whatever. When you start getting exposed to this kind of sexual deviancy, or being exposed by somebody who doesn't have the right intentions by you, a lot of times it happens very early, and it sets these children up for a life, a shell of a life. That's what I should say. Because there's something, when innocence is taken, there's something gone, something dies. Okay? Now, I want to make it real clear about my thoughts. I do not believe that every gay male is a pedophile. Just like I don't believe every heterosexual man is a pedophile. I don't care what you think. I don't care about what you're going to say about whatever. Ancient people. I don't give no fucks. I don't give two of them. No fucks given. I don't want to hear it. I just want to say this. Okay? Because I've dealt with too many children that's been hurt. And I've talked to too many children that's been hurt by grown people. Okay? And I don't care about no... And they didn't care about anything other than they were hurt. Okay? So let's start right there. Every heterosexual male that sleeps with a girl that's 14, 12, you know, because she got big breasts or she got a big butt, you're a pedophile. Okay? And you're no more different and you're no more better off than a man who is gay that you want to talk about that sleeps with children. Whether it's a boy, yeah, more than likely it's going to be a boy, because if he has a predilection for the same sex, then of course it's going to be a boy. But I'm here to get your mind right, to let you know that it is impudent for you to sit there and talk about gay men and all gay men have sex with little boys, but you don't want to talk about the so-called straight men that have sex with little girls. See, you get your mind right. You do not have the right to have sex with children. Okay, be they male, be they female, or you need to be dealt with. And it don't matter what your sexual proclivity, your sexual preference, your sexual identity is for me. If you have been the curse of wanting to rape a little boy or a little girl, then you got to be dealt with. And it's just that simple. I look at a lot of these white teachers. I remember doing a program back in the early 80s on Access Television about, and I think there was, rest in peace, the elder Dr. McFarland talked about how in the 2000s that the public schools are going to be manned by a lot of these lily white females who are going to be coming down from all kinds of suburban and rural areas, who have had no experience living in the black community, who have had no experience being around black males, and they're going to be given the job of educating our children. He told me that 25 years ago, or 30 years ago, 26 years ago, somewhere around up in here. And damn it, if that's not what's happening today, I don't know what is. And these chicks are coming down here from these places. They've never been around no black boys. And when they see these little Adonises, the first thing they do is they start looking at their bodies and they start going, ooh, ooh. See, and they're coming off some of these farms. And there you have it. A lot of these women are raping our little black young children that way. Okay? You've never seen this. A society so out of control. So it's happening to all, it crosses all ethnic groups. So I just don't want to sit here and make it seem like just the black boys are getting raped, because that's not the purpose of this. video. I'm just saying, in particular, what this black man said about the little black boys who were going to be taught by these white women who were going to be coming down and raping their kids. And guess what? I know 3 young men who have been molested by, who have been had sex with their teachers. Well, allegedly. Allegedly. One of them, the teacher was arrested, and she may be out of jail now. I don't know. But this happens all the time. As of late. Okay? I need for y'all to really, really understand what is happening with our children. Okay? And if you're not looking at your child in his eyes, his or her eyes, when they're coming home from school and talking to them in a healthy manner. I'm not talking about, what you do in school today? How was your day? Yada, yada, yada. No eye contact. No seeing of that child's soul. Then your ass ain't doing nothing but going through the motion. Because if you look in his eyes and look in his heart, or look in her eyes or heart, you might see something in that child that you may cause you to ask a little bit more questions and dig a little deeper, and not accepting a generic answer from your baby. Because these freaks are everywhere, and they are out here eating and feeding off of our children. So I'm telling you now, if you have a proclivity to have sex with children, like Stephen Collins on that series, what is it, Heaven Touched by, whatever that series was, if you one of them type of people, or like a Roman Polanski type, or a Woody Allen type, you know, the people that like to do children, some of these freak pastors and ministers, and definitely, we don't even want to talk about, we already know the hierarchy. And I don't even want to talk about man on boy love. If you've ever get a chance to go to that website, it's disgusting. There is actually a group out here that actually wants to, they think there's nothing wrong with man on boy love. But see, I contend they need to be shut down. Okay? Ugh. With that being said, I can't think of your name right now, and I will acknowledge it when I do, but I hope that I've at least acknowledged the fact that I am well aware that young men are being raped at a highly before I shut down, y'all know, you know what Sandusky did? Do you know what Boys Town was really all about? Do you know why they shut Boys Town down? Boys Town was like a pipeline to send little boys straight up to some of these high profile political people. Y'all need to do the research. It's very important. Don't take my word for it. Look it up yourself to see why they closed Boys Town. And the singer and with the guy with the great voice that helped pipeline, the black dude, pipelined all the damn children up to these sex parties with these men. There's even some interviews with the young men on there. This is nothing new. But if you have a proclivity to have sex with a child, and you ain't got nothing coming from me. Nothing. And if castration is what they feel the law of the land is, then that's what it should be. Because we can't do that to children. Can't do that to the babies. You gotta save the babies. Save all of the children. I'm telling you. If you like what I'm saying, hit me, like me, and subscribe. Thank you for being out there. And I'm going to see you next time in the mental house. Have a great day. Bye-bye.